heart, I'm a warrior. I've had all. Even when I'm lost, I know I'll find a way. The truth, the light, my light in the darkness. Yeah, yes, I've had all. 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 Kicking me what Yogi said. Kick me what Yogi said. Kicking me what Yogi said.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Nimekupata wewe, dawa yangu ya roho mama, na nisijechelewa kuzikiri hisia. Kweli nimetembea panda shuka za dunia, lakini karejea na mahaba kapokea. Nilikupenda kweli mimi na mapenzi bado yapo, nikakutwika mzigo hata na ukavumilia bila mada. Nakupenda kila saa, ningependa angalau nikwambie wewe, na sasa tumeconnect kizenda. No cap nakupenda, na chochote nitatenda, kutenda nakupenda. Na sasa tumeconnect kizenda. No cap nakupenda, na chochote nitatenda, kutenda nakupenda. Is a story kabla judge book. Is it my body, is it how I look? Tuliza mori, cause the ground shook. Well, fell from heaven is a bright look. Na unajua ni wewe na waza mama, na unajua ni wewe usiku mchana. Na sasa tumeconnect kizenda. No cap nakupenda, na chochote nitatenda, kutenda nakupenda. Na sasa tumeconnect kizenda. No cap nakupenda, na chochote nitatenda, kutenda nakupenda. Nieleze pambana na maisha we, na bado unanichanganya changanya. Nikaimba nieleze pambana na maisha we, na bado unanichanganya changanya. Na sasa tumeconnect kizenda. No cap nakupenda, na chochote nitatenda, kutenda nakupenda. Na sasa tumeconnect kizenda. No cap nakupenda, na chochote nitatenda, kutenda nakupenda. Nikaimba nieleze pambana na maisha we, na unanichanganya changanya.
That guy ass. Ninapendwa kote Mandala. Classic man swag ajidana. Haters wanna jump, tiny temper. Cause I got the heat, Mandara. Ukiniona hivi, magoti ninapiga na mdomo inakiri ya kwamba mi jasiri. Ni vyema ukumbuke na subira itabidi. What is your name? How you feeling though? How far you go? That's up to you. Kila kitu chini ya jua, ulipewa we ya kuchagua. This is for those who dream with their eyes open, chasing their dreams, writing their names on the stars. Chasing our dreams, we fly away. We are chasing our dreams. we fly away. Dream chaser, iko nini unateta? Dream chaser, haina ngori tunatesa. Dream chaser, iko nini unateta? Dream chaser, haina ngori tunatesa.
Me and my band go get a champion and stallion with chic technique. Fit, ice cold, kwanini in a teta. No one on a corner had swagger so sweet. Already at the top, you can try but you can hold me. Even if it does get a little bit lonely. My life is so great like that tiger, Tony. Ask about me, you should really get to know me.
What is your name? How you feeling though? How far you go? That's up to you. Kila kitu chini ya jua, ulipewa wewe kuchagua. This is for those who dream with their eyes open, chasing their dreams, writing their names on the stars. Chasing our dreams, we fly away. We are chasing our dreams, we fly away. Dream chaser, iko nini unateta? Dream chaser, haina ngori tunatesa. Dream chaser, iko nini unateta? Dream chaser, haina ngori tunatesa. Dream chaser, iko nini unateta? Dream chaser, haina ngori tunatesa. Dream chaser, iko nini unateta? Dream chaser, haina ngori tunatesa.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio. From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, boys and girls. My name is Caroline Murote, and welcome to Sheversations. Welcome to Sheversations. This is a space where we amplify the female voice, and you are listening to me on Power Radio, where you tune in and power up. And the time is 11 minutes past 11, and Sheversations is on your airwaves on at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So karibu tena. If you are somebody that has been along for this ride plenty of times, and if this is your first time, karibu and welcome home. So today there's a beautiful Monday morning, this gloomy Monday morning, but like, is it really gloomy? Just because it's rainy does not make it gloomy. So this is a beautiful, beautiful day. Another a day for God, that he has allowed us to be alive, and I'm ever so grateful. I'm not somebody who takes life for granted, because things are not they're not always very encouraging. Lakini, we said at the beginning of the year that we are going to have a progressively upwards and forwards year. So it doesn't really matter what's happening. We are intentionally having a good year. So I am intentionally having a beautiful Monday, despite it looking like it might rain on us any second now, which is fine, because we said rain is blessings. Yes, so the Botswana people that raised me, yes, in the land of Botswana, Pula means rain. And when we say Pula, the response is like a greeting. You know, like when the chief is addressing people, or you just get on stage at any function which has locals, which is all the time. At a wedding, it's just a general greeting. And you know how Africans have such special and beautiful and interesting ways of greetings. So yeah, in Botswana, when somebody holds the mic, it's traditionally, it was chiefs, headmen, and people who are addressing people from a position of authority. But right now, it's anybody. Anybody, you know, like in Kenya, we say, Bwana asifiwe. Which is also fine, but it's not the most traditional and culturally rich, way to greet people. So in Botswana, they say, Pula. And then you respond, Ain, which means let it rain. Yes, so let it rain. Because our Pula, which is also the currency of Botswana, which means rain, it means blessings. is just a form of prosperity. It represents prosperity, represents growth, it represents a bountiful seasons. So that's what I'm thinking about every single time I see clouds in the sky. Unajua ni mashida ya not having my own Cadillac, not having my own Rolls Royce is what sumbuas me when I see rain, because I'm like, matope and matatus. Alafu wezi panda nduthi because utanyeshewa. I mean, unaeza, but some utanyeshewa and then you fall and then you die. Like, you see, those are the kind of stories we're interested in. So, pula. Let it rain. And I pray that whichever area in your life that has drought, whichever area in your life has been dry, that the Lord Most High is going to come through for you. It's going to come through for you. And as you prepare your Monday, if you're looking for form, hauna Kenya utafanya after work, and maybe you don't want to go home, or maybe you just, would like to go somewhere nice. I am inviting you to Fitness in the Word at the Nairobi Cinema today from 5 p.m. until around 9 p.m. Where Reconciliation at the Cross Ministry, Ratsi Ministry, is going to be holding a word service. Just get to know the Bible in depth. In case you're just questioning, hey, hawa watu wameokoka, kuokoka ni nini? Hey, this Christianity, is it not a white man's religion? Come and find out for yourself if that's something that catches your fancy. And right before now, we had Fee saying dream chaser. So we are dream chasers, guys. We are dream chasers, ladies and gentlemen. And there is no other. Me, siwa pay option, by the way. Siwa pay option. We are dreamers here on Sheversations. If you're a Sheversationalist and if you're here watching and listening, you are a Sheversationalist. So don't wonder where those people are. Ni wewe. So we are dream chasers, and Fee is just affirming that. And right before that, tulikuwa tunaongelea mapenzi ya Kizenda, bro code is the guy that was telling us about mapenzi ya Kizenda. Must be nice. And then we had some very soulful, jazzy sounds from Kato, Change, and Lisa Odor-Noah, because Lisa Odor-Noah, though, guys, she's serious about her music. Soul, the queen of soul herself. And that's what we've been enjoying on this playlist. And because I'm not a stingy girl, I'm a girl that likes to give and give abundantly. I'm leaving you guys in the good hands of Polaris, Paulinum, JQ, and Mayonde with energy, and then followed by you, Church, Hill, King, and then we'll come back and chat some more. So yes, this is to you, my Sheversationalists.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Maisha ina stress but sitachoka, manake mimi staya mimi nyota, Mungu peke ndio mimi nitaogopa. Get back azuna choma daily na meremeta, form yangu ni kutesa, usikol kama si pesa, bade nachipeleka. Inaselela, dombola, mande mana lose composure. We catch flies, now feelings. Leo tuna dance for ceiling. Don't waste my time, don't miss my energy, don't kill my vibe, don't miss my energy. Let's say goodbye, just fly around me. Let's spend some time, just spend some time with me. Feeling important, feeling like something is coming all over me. Feel like a soldier, feel like I'm going to war with the enemy. I've gotten older, I'm very comfortable with my identity. It's never over, I'm ready, I'm willing. I'm feeling hypnotized, I'm feeling like a child. I need to realize, I'm feeling so alive. I take off my disguise, and I get myself the prize. I don't mean to be shy, all I can do is try. Don't waste my time, don't miss my energy, don't kill my vibe, don't miss my energy. Let's say goodbye, just fly around me. Let's spend some time, just spend some time with me.
Some people search and seek until they find the light. Some people think that everything they think is right. Some people don't believe in peace, they want to fight. Some people not my type, some people not the vibe.
Shangilia, pango yote imepangiliwa, shida yetu yote tatuliwa, maisha yetu imebarikiwa. Shangilia, pango yote imepangiliwa, shida yetu yote tatuliwa, maisha yetu imebarikiwa.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Our radio.
One time, two time. You already know now. We capture you since I met you, Jesus. You, since I met you. Yeah, yeah. I met this man and he changed my life. He told me that he had to pay a price, and the price that he paid on that bracket cross poured his blood for me. I'm saying, yeah.
Okay, it's another new chapter. Holla, I'm doing it for the master. Saved by grace, I'm no longer a disaster. Spirit of a billionaire, no, I'm not a hustler. It all started the day I met him on the cross. The day I gave my life to him without the teams on. That was the day I sang a new song. Amazing grace forever, sweetest sound. I surrender, who am I to boss? Salute to the most high, I can never floss. He's the boss, man, believe me, he's the boss. I can always sing it when the beat drops. I'm on for the game cause I'm out of the cage. I'm not for the fame but I'm here for the change. Christ is the way, the truth and the life. No longer in darkness, I'm walking in light. The wages of sin can never be life. No longer losing, winning the fight. He died on the cross, he saved my life. No longer since I met my life.
Since I met you, since I met Jesus, I've never been the same. Since I met Jesus, I'm forever changed. I'm forever changed.
And you'll be back again, recapping Church of Kings, spitting truth from the booth, loose in the noose that we having fellas checking deuces to their own. And haters do the best just to magnify the wrongs, but really I'm sorry. My faith only bothers with he who bought me. Therefore I ain't faced with the talk of men around me. My journey is between me and the one who started it in me, for he built me to inhibit the spirit that is within me.
They told me I needed more exposure, like if I was taking a photo in inferior light. I started to see myself in an inferior light. Samsung, Sony, I had many stereotypes. Now I put bars in your faces, I don't read your rights. I got some advice so you don't get consumed by these lights. A word from the wise, gotta keep your eyes on the prize. Nairobi for Christ, look at how he paid all the price.
Since I met you, since I met Jesus, I've never been the same. Since I met Jesus, I'm forever changed. I'm forever changed.
And you ain't gotta change,
Come as
cause he loves you anyway.
Come as
Just
you
come as you are.
You'll be forever
And you will be
changed.
forever changed.
Come as you
You ain't gotta change,
Come as
cause
you
he loves you anyway.
Come as
Just
you
come as you are.
You'll
Come
never
as you
be the
are.
same.
Yeah.
I met you. Since I met you. I met this man and he changed my life. Since I met you. I met this man and he changed my life. Yeah.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Our radio.
Nimekuchagua wewe na sitaki mwingine, mwingine. Nimekuchagua wewe na sitaki mwingine, mwingine. Ay, ay, ay. Baby, look how far we
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Our radio.
Hey, welcome back, boys and girls. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Sheversations. 11:27 is the time, and right now we've just listened to K-Rock and Waithera Nimu Kuchagua. Right before that, we had You by Churchill King, and before that, Tulikwana Energy, ya Polaris Pauline. We have MDQ and Mayonde. So, how are you guys feeling? What's been happening? What has been going on? This Monday, I'm here to share my unpopular opinion, guys. Which is no, actually, I'm just being dramatic, yes. But I feel like, so on Friday, we had a conversation about women. We had a conversation about the feminine woman, and we had Collins Tabalia telling us what his opinion of a feminine woman is. And me personally, I feel like a lot of girls and women have been jaded out of their natural desire for companionship because of how toxic and broken the relationships around them have been. That, yes, ma'am, you reserve the right to be and do whatever it is that you want. But is it really your choice if it is because you're traumatized because of how abusive a family you grew up in, especially a male to female violence? Right? Is it really a choice if it's because you grew up in a society where women are not happy or treated well or lovingly in relationships? And I just want us to differentiate matters. In my opinion, many, because I'm not assuming that it is, this is something that's innate inside all of us. I know that some people feel differently, people that grew up in very healthy family setups with the most beautiful examples, and they really reserve the right to choose to be alone and happy. And when I say alone, I mean like they don't want companionship in any way, shape or form. But in my humble opinion, and it's you can educate me and enlighten me, but in my humble opinion, I believe that those women are a rarity and that they are the exception. Yet today we see droves and droves of women, thousands and globally millions of women who don't desire companionship. They don't desire relationships. They don't desire any form of formal commitment, marriage, and such, because of trauma. And what I have to say about that, this is my opinion. Again, my opinion, feel free to share yours. What I have to say about that is that it's not a healthy reason. Because if I'm afraid of walking somewhere because once upon a time, somebody got mugged there and I need to use that route to work, it's the most efficient, quickest route to work, and the muggings are not an everyday thing, I would have to heal because that is an accident and it was an isolated incident. Now, on the flip side, when it comes to what we're seeing happening to women, a lot of women are living in fear. But are we going to allow fear to be the deciding factor? And I think that the responsibility is heavy on us. The responsibility for us to restructure and reconstruct our minds is on us to have healthy mindsets despite all the trauma around us. For example, if you live in a war-torn country, then you think that anybody that, reacts or communicates and interacts with you in a manner of aggression is coming to fight. And hence your reflexes and your defense mechanisms are up. But that's because you grew up in a war zone. So I'm talking about, people that grew up in conflict-torn countries. You fear everybody. So somebody running at you, you're like, oh my God, maybe they're coming to stab me. You hear a loud noise, you're like, yeah, so they're the gunshots. It's not your fault. But now that you're not in that situation, or once you come out of that environment, you need to acknowledge that the reacting and responding from fear is not healthy, because it means that fear is your master. And so when it comes to women and how much love we have to give and how deserving we are of being loved, it saddens me to see the decision making in our society, in our country, coming from a point of fear. You don't want to end up like your mother. You don't want to end up like your auntie, like your neighbor, like that lady in TV, like the girl in your high school. I understand. But is that a good enough reason? Because then if that's the case, then we would do everything that we do because of what other people are doing and not doing. Just because you came from a home where there was no love for the woman or the women, just because you came from a neighborhood or even a whole country where it's a problem for women, does not mean that is where that should be the whole basis of a lifelong decision, to say that you're never going to hope or seek out for healthy companionship. Because then how do we change the narrative? It means that we are doomed and that healthy relationships do not exist for women. Women being treated well in relationships is something that we just should never expect, which means that you start to expect, the opposite. You start to expect what you see and then you replicate it. It's a very weird phenomenon and I wish that it wasn't, but that's exactly what happens. So what do I want to see moving forward? I want us to make decisions, ladies, not from a point of fear, but from a point of full awareness of yourself, your purpose, what you were created for, what you deserve, less the people around you. And I promise you that there's going to be change. And whoever it is, after going through all of this, full self-awareness, and you're not reacting from a point of fear. Fear is not your master, and fear is not helping you, making you, teaching you, and holding your hands through making your decisions. Then we can say that women do not want companionship in our day and age. But I think women are fearful because they don't want to end up like the women who have come before them or the women who are around them still. A lot of women in their 20s and 30s are miserable and being treated terribly in relationships. And sometimes we also don't know how to have better standards because we don't know any better. I challenge you out there as a woman to broaden your horizon and widen your scope of influence. Who is it you're taking your influence from? If you come from a broken society, then look to a society that's not broken, and they exist. Families that don't look like yours exist. Relationships that don't look like the ones around you exist. Because I'm really tired of hearing women saying that they don't desire this, they don't desire that. And when you just go deeper into that conversation, you realize it's from fear. Fear is potent, but fear is also a killer. And if everything you're doing is out of fear, that is not healthy. This is unpopular and a lot of us don't want to hear this because we're so used to it and we don't know anything different. But I challenge you as a queen, as the queen that you are, to make your life choices based on things that have nothing to do with fear. Okay? It's hard, but it's doable. So let's go on a break and let's come back and talk about just our voices and creativity and art. And I'm going to have somebody helping me with that conversation. See you on the other side.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Our radio.
Ability like Yahweh, he suppressed the kings of the underworld, my way. Rock of the ages, ancient of days, lily of the valley and the bright and morning star. Anything is possible with him. He raised up the dead after days in the grave. Parted the sea for the nation in a minute. He'll answer your matter in less than a minute.
I can move any mountains for you. Mountains for you. It's the one going out with I know with He can move any mountains for you. Any mountains for you. I know with yeah. I know with all things possibility with God of ability. Ability. Possibility. All things possibility with God of ability.
at the dark when it's tough, you always stepping up. Endless possibilities, salute the Holy Trinity, yeah. See, no eye ever seen it, no ear ever heard it. I know man can't conceive it. The good things in store for those who love him. I'm ready now to see the impossible.
And he said I can move any mountains for you. Mountains for you. It's so I'm going out with that. I know with that.
He can move any mountains for you. Any mountains for you. I know it's that, yeah. I know it's that.
All things possibility with God of ability. Possibility. All things possibility with God of ability. Ability. Possibility. And he said I can move in the mountains for you. Mountains for you. It's all I'm going out with that. I know with that. He can move any mountains for you. Any mountains for you. I know with that.
Wakishanga vile unazitoka walai blanda, mimi nimetekwa napewa mahaba. Ay 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 ay, ulalo I say you do it now jabera yeah. Kama mtoto napewa masiwa. Ay 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 ay, ulalo I say you do it now jabera yeah. Kama mtoto napewa masiwa. Atoti chambo Adoti ngela ngela, adoti ukizungusha, naishiwa na hewa. Adoti chamefum, adoti ngela ngela, adoti ukitingisha, naishiwa na hewa. Adoti chamefum, adoti ngela ngela, adoti ukizungusha, naishiwa na hewa. Adoti chamefum, adoti ngela ngela, adoti ukitingisha, naishiwa na hewa.
Osnauru Kevin Ratego Daktari momento, mama me see sun breeze.
Ya wakini pego mera, hey. Mawatenda wili. Pinyo pongi weche yawa. Lakini wa musu mokuongo, ani longanio nyachi pala. Wodo bongo. Woda oko nyakotian. Todo muso costa ojuanganyo. Hey.
Kama mtoto napewa masiwa, walalo say you know when no japera kama mtoto napewa masiwa.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, boys and girls. So that is one of my faves, guys. Hey, Chantum, Watenda Willy. Let me tell you, guys, this Luo man, I'm not okay. I'm not. If you're a Luo man out there who loves Jesus, like unaona ni kama unaweza wezana na mimi, please just come try your luck. We need to multiply, reproduce. Me personally, me, myself, and I. Like other women said that they don't want marriage, they don't want children. Me, I'm waiting. A man who wants to give me a farm somewhere near Nairobi, Jumi, sijui mnatupeleka wapi mbali. But anyways, let me behave myself. I don't need to be exposing myself hapa kila siku. Si kila mtu amenizoea. But right before Chamtum ya Watendawili, we had Ability by 1,005 songs. And these humans are letting us know that anything that you put out there, to the Most High, God has the ability to make it happen. It is possible. All is possible. Yeah, so that's what we've been listening to. That's what we are enjoying. And it's an interesting, a bountiful morning. And I am not here by myself. I am joined by a wonderful young woman who pia yanakuanga na content na mtawanas. But I want her to say hi. Please say hi to the people. Introduce yourself. Anybody who might not know you, because uko saa tuna deal na celebs.
Jamani, nasikia it's gloomy out there. Kuna baridi lakini kuna venye nasikia kijoto fulani.
Lazima.
Never continue talking.
Mimi, wacha niseme, guys, this lady can just, unajua, poets will make you fall in love and break your heart in the same heartbeat. Alafu huyu makosa, she's an actress. Sasa ujuangi, anaweza kuwa hapo analia kumbe she's rehearsing for a script. Should we trust you guys? But listen, sasa nimesha wapea spoilers.
She's her break. Anyway, my name is Vivy Kabono.
Okay.
That's my actress name, we go with official names.
Okay.
Sister Gina's stage name is Vivy Kabz.
Vivy Kabz.
That's just VI space KABZ.
Okay.
I'm an actress.
Okay.
Waserikali.
Waserikali.
What is the government, by the way?
Like what do you mean?
Because
bullies?
No. What is BBC? If you were to say BBC, what is it?
BBC?
Mm-hmm.
See, it's an international news corporation.
Is it? What's the full name?
British something.
Is it owned by the
British Broadcasting Channel?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Anyway, I'm an actress. I am an actress TV and theater. Guys, I air every Saturday, stringed.
Ooh.
Amazing thing. That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Okay.
KBC. That's what I was saying.
KBC.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So unafanyia serikali kazi.
Sifanyia serikali kazi.
She's like, let me make myself clear.
Let me make myself clear, please. That is ilikuwa kutoka kitambo.
Yes.
By the way, I think kitambo walikuwa TV ilikuwa inawashwa. And it's a conversation about how media has grown.
Yeah.
Kitambo
it's evolved.
TV ilikuwa inawashwa time fulani and you have to stick there.
And if the whole neighborhood knows what happened to Ndegetawi, those things,
exactly.
Like those, they were household names.
And I think even when you're studying the media, there's the history of the media and everything.
Yeah.
But anyway, mambo ya hayo tu.
We're educated guys. We're enlightened young women. Like we don't just talk about the weather and celebrities. We know things.
No, we don't talk about people. What is people? We talk about
just
stuff.
Real things that matter.
And our people.
And ourselves, because
I know.
Tunajipenda.
I'm a spoken word artist.
Okay.
I use advocacy. I am a person who loves stories a lot.
Okay.
Love. My slogan is spreading love and positivity. And I talk about real issues.
Right.
I am very passionate about women issues.
Yeah.
Actually, I am just every year I'm looking forward to the 16 days against GBV.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, it's also a conversation where we don't have to just focus on the 16 days.
Every day is a day to say no to these things.
Yes.
Right now, it's a conversation of why is femicide not a crime by itself?
Yeah.
Why is it murder?
Yeah.
Why is it that it's just a murder? It just
Right.
happened to be a woman.
Yes. We need to criminalize killing women.
Exactly.
Because they kill women.
Yes, that is killing because of gender. And
Yeah.
it's also both sides.
Yes.
Because also the men are going through it. That's why it's called gender-based violence, not
Yes.
women-based violence, you know?
Yeah, you've come with the fire. Guys, let me tell you, if you want to know that women are angry, just come and talk to Vivian. She's like, I'm not impressed, by the way. Stop killing us and everything. But before we even get into the politics of how women are being treated in this country, I would like to just have a conversation about you. Yeah, so we just pause on that anger a little bit, and it matters. It matters a lot.
I know very much.
Yeah, we need to learn to channel. We channel our anger so that we can create change, and that's what I want you to talk about. The art that you're creating. So now we're gonna start with what tattletale did you tell as a child? What lie did you successfully tell as a child? Because people like you, I know you guys, because I'm one of them, guys. I am so much like so many of my guests. It's a problem.
So you're not the only one. You know, for me,
Yeah.
it's actually, unajua kuna watoto wenye kuongea tu kweli aki ni mashida tu zinawafuatanga. By the way, imagine asiati nikutaka. How do you explain? Umepewa 100 shillings, umetumwa kwa duka. Umetumwa sukari na majani na chumvi. Ukafika wewe ukakumbuka something different. And then ukafika kwa barabara chumvi kamwagika or sukari kamwagika. Is that your fault?
I already know.
Or pesa ilimwagika juu ulikutana na beshte yako fulani and you excited.
Like, were you raised by your parents?
Of course, both my parents.
So who needs to come here and give a witness
both
account?
Both of them kusameta nimepigwa vita.
Watasema walichoka na wewe. Unaji expose.
Unajua pia wani wasanii.
So they understood?
Not really. Okay, ilikuwa hivi. Ukishikwa kwa makosa, unajua tu discipline. Walikuwa wanasema si ati ni wewe tunachapa. Ni makosa tunatoa.
Of course.
That's my
Kila
grandma
mzazi.
kwanza akisema.
Yeah, si wewe. Wewe tunakupenda.
So unajua ukishikwa kwa makosa either wewe utachapwa. Punishment ni lazima.
Okay.
So ukisema ukweli, wale ukweli ni worse than uongo. So I am a storyteller.
This
so
girl started lying.
Unaona by the time you skari na mwagika. No already niko an explanation.
So tell us a story. So umetumwa, ebu tell us sasa like a real true story.
Kuongea tu kweli unaona sukari yenye nilitumwa. Akibidhi nilipata akipima na alikuwa na nini kulikuwa kama na customers kama 10 hivi.
So wengi
sana.
Yeah.
Sasa venye nilifika nikaona mama unaona ulikuwa umesema ati hiyo sukari inaharakisha juu ya wageni. So mimi nikaona the best way ni kuharakisha unaona sana kwa sababu alikuwa anapima ile karatasi yenye angepima yenye mzuri akaona hata iende huko nyuma. Sasa akanekenya ilikuwa hapo. Alafu nilikuwa nimesahau career bag. Ile pesa yenye ilikuwa haingetosha career.
Okay.
Ya career bag.
Ilikuwa exact
so nikienda alafu unaona pale kwa mashiru unaona kuna mawe iko hapo.
Okay.
Ikantega alafu kulikuwa na mbuzi ilikuwa.
Guys, hata look, these creative children hata mbuzi zinakula strays, catching strays, the animals. So what did the goat do? Mbuzi ilifanya.
Ilinitega walai.
Wow. So like mbuzi surely. Okay.
Mbuzi ya kukuna nazi. That's just being poetic.
So umefika home.
So,
Sukari imemwagika.
Yeah. But what I will do, I will try to collect some junikona. At least I have evidence.
Yeah, wacha niokoe.
Nikona evidence.
Evidence. Yeah, that's right.
But in the chapo and then within minutes minishabambika to what's next.
So you just move on with your life.
I just move on with my life because either way ilikuwa like angejua nilikuwa nimekutana na akina nani tukachapa story.
So let me tell what's your relationship with goats right now? Do you have trauma? Sisi African children who are beaten every day. Tunanga trauma.
Me, by the way, right now I'm trying to invest. Kama kuna mtu mwenye akona goats. Oh, by the way, I have a friend called Exotic.
Okay.
She deals with goat products.
Okay.
So right now I love animals. A lot.
Yeah.
So and right now I'm looking back to invest in farming. So mimi kama kuna mtu hata tukuku tu mahali ukikuwa na mahali unaweza kuwa na tu goats kadhaa, unaweza lisha to invest.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Hata
ngombe.
Sindio. And me, I'm just looking for a man with a farm. So we have the same interests.
There's a time I wanted to be a pork, not a pork. Okay, I love pork.
Yeah.
I wanted to be nilikuwa nataka nikuwe na nguruwe.
Unajua mimi najua kuchinja nguruwe.
Unajua how?
Lakini nimewahi chinja. Mapenzi jamani, mapenzi. Guys, the bar. Guys,
Don't tell me the bar was low. But then let me tell you, if
Nimehil. That's why I can laugh about
let me
it.
tell you something.
I'm empowered.
Can I brag?
Tell me.
I don't want. No, it's not even bragging. Can I testify?
Come on,
let
girl.
me
Tell your truth.
I have a testimony.
A testify.
Testimony. It tastes like money.
Oh my God. You are talking. To producer to
like. So you say your bar was low. For me, I've gone at low bars right now. But right now, I can say that God can the Most High can set the bar high for you.
So the bar was so low that you're not skipping.
We're getting chocolate bars and we're not being taken to the
bars. She has embarrassing stories. That's why she's just here trying to be artistic.
I have embarrassing stories.
Tuambie moja.
Moja.
Yeah.
Hey, me, by the way, and this is an advice to all the young women out there, like I am. Whether you don't have no business dating or being in love when you're in high school. But there's about to biology, by the way. But there's about to bones. Don't be having a boner.
Focus. Oh my goodness. Focus on your future.
Yes.
Ulifanya nini high school?
But I have what I can explain is, you know, even in biology, I love biology.
Yes.
Akili haikuwa developed. You know, there's a part of the brain that
biology.
No. There's a part of the brain. Especially on a woman.
Yeah.
There's a part of the brain that is not fully developed. And I think it's responsible for affection and
when you see men,
oxytocin and all
inazima.
Sindo.
Yeah. Sindo. Because how are you top in your class? Now, but you're dealing that.
By the way, let me tell you, I blame this man for me. You know, there's a time I thought I would never fall in love again.
Oh my goodness.
Do you know me nimepigiwa
masimu na madam
hadi unapigia mse inachukuliwa anakuuliza nini unafanya na boy wangu.
Oh my God. In high school.
Nataka kuongea na form 3 lakini
alikuwa na date nani?
Nilipita
ulikuwa na simu mkiwa form 3 guys.
That gets a complicated story but let's not waga
she's done a lot guys. So unaona she's Dora the Explorer. She's been places.
Also another advice, don't try be whatever with a homie, not unless if it goes deep.
A homie, like your friend.
No, a homie, like unajua kama mtu wenu ushago.
Oh, mse wa mtaa.
Manze.
Like leave them alone. Jizo story.
Kwanza mwenye saizi watu hawajuani makuzoha.
Did you become British? You know the British date their cousins. Are you
hey, how do you explain if you find your boyfriend is your cousin?
Oh my goodness. Are you okay?
No.
See what I'm saying? You're like I can explain.
Like for you, Carol, let me say, you've been dating with a guy, okay? Of course, that guy has probably an older brother or something.
Yeah.
And you have cousin.
Yeah.
What happens when the brother of that person marries the cousin?
No. Izo ni relationship by marriage is not by blood. But that one is okay. Kama see in-laws direct.
Either way, the bar was too low. You just cut it off.
Yeah. Okay. No, I hear you.
I think the thing is,
ilikuwa family affair. Get it?
Ilikuwa familia.
Issue is okay. Let's try.
I think patience is really okay because I think from there hiyo kitu manzeli ni traumatized. When I went to Campo, I became now the focused woman. But now also hakuna work life balance. You get now you go there and hakuna mtu akukwambia baby si wikado.
Yeah, so
no, but you know I think as a woman when you wake up next to your person, unakuwa tu mzembe tu yani.
Yaki Mr. Kizo maneno. If you're not going to take cows and goats to my father, guys, afanye Kenya nafanya nazo. Mi siko by the way, I just want to be somebody's wife and it's stressed for the rest of my life. Literally.
But do you think what changes when a woman is in love? What changes?
First of all, you lose half of your senses. And then you become more creative. If you're being loved right. So you become siju nataka kuvaa nguo zenye uja. You want to buy things you can't afford. You want to eat food that, let me tell you, like women are just like you want to do a lot because there's so much possibility. Is that not common to most women who are in love?
Probably I'm going through that. But I don't know about buying things that I can't afford.
Now you've seen a dress, you visualize yourself and you're planning dates.
Oh, actually,
like you become a dreamer, a bigger dreamer.
For me now, what is happening is you think about what will this, especially when you're going to a space that you know he's going to be there and his people are going to be there. something artistic and stuff, you want to show up more positive.
That's nice. For
example, if women, we have, I think, 4 faces. There's that face immediately after your face, your menses.
Okay.
I think it's luteal now. I don't know. There's the ovulation.
Okay, she's schooling us.
There's the angry face just a week before your menses, and then there's that. You don't want to do nothing. Just leave me sleep.
Like, please leave me alone. Just pay me for existing.
Every part of my body is paining. And I don't want to eat, but I want to eat samosa. But I don't want to eat ugali. But I want to eat samosa.
Na zile greens za ushago zenye hazipatikani. You're craving things and you're like, am I okay?
Sweet things.
Right?
But then when the sweet thing is there.
No, you don't want it.
You don't mind if it's the only sweet thing around there.
Huyu msichana aside you. Are you in love right now?
I think I am.
Hey,
no, I don't think I am.
Nairobi.
No. I don't think I am in love.
You're not in love.
I am very much in love.
Please
No. Wait. I am in love.
She's
very
in
much
that
so.
You know this is going to be on YouTube.
Man.
This is...
Let me tell you, my man, if you're out there, you know, I know 5 years from now, 6 years from now, probably will be my husband. Manifesting.
Hiyo ni degree ya UON.
Wait a minute. Kwani si kama 60 years from now pia atakuwa my husband. Si 6 years from now pia atakuwa my husband. Kwani ukikuwa my husband
kesho mtakuwa mnaambiana nini for 6 years?
Kwani watu si wanaishi for 70 years?
No. Living is okay, but now you're together.
Tunaambiana venye pimple yako, by the way, acha nikusaidia
sasa si muone in the next 2-3 years.
Si sawa, kesho babe mimi ndio.
Okay, sawa. Kwa AG.
Uko karibu.
Mtu invite.
Tushawa invite.
By the way, me I love eating. I'm not ashamed. I'm like, if you're married, I'm just there for the food.
Oh, really?
Kwa wedding. Yes, we don't need to pretend that we're close. I really just want to come for the food.
What's your food? What do you want to eat?
No, what?
I'd rather situfanye basi harusi ya kutoka saa 8 hadi saa 10 ndio watu wasikule.
No, people like you, Hamna, like, wachawi. It's not that. Why would you deny us rice and chicken? Why would you deny us?
Rice and chicken.
Rice and chicken is just like classic wedding food in Africa. It's just like if there's no rice and chicken,
what do you think about, what is the essence of a wedding?
A wedding is for us to celebrate you, but unaweza kuwa, you're not close to me, the guy is not close to me, but kuna venye we're in the same circle.
By the way, we're also having that discussion. What about dowry?
Dowry. Sa hiyo ni yenu na the family.
What is the essence of the dowry?
So it depends on your culture. It depends on what marriage represents. So I now would have to go into details. So for example, me, I'm Kikuyu and I'm the worst person to be asked these questions. But the daughter is very valuable, a very valuable asset in her family. And you've invested in... So this man has to come and say, thank you for raising my wife, who's now going to work for that other family, is going to bring value into that other family. So that is what I was taught about that. So mimi, kangi kujua. I'm like, if I love someone and you people are getting in the way, toa ngombe, sisi tupendane, because now you can't get away from these things.
So you said you're a Kikuyu.
Yeah.
And a woman is very valuable.
Yeah.
I have heard about Mombi. Tell me about Mombi.
Mombi, me CG, I'm the wrong person. I didn't even grow up here. So me najua tu hiyo because somebody close to me, people close to me have gotten married.
But the mother of Kikuyu is Mombi.
Yeah, it's Mombi. So me CG details, I wouldn't be able to objectively answer those questions.
Okay, actually.
So what's your view about dowry?
Okay, actually, so according to Christian religious education,
she's coming
Form
with the receipts,
3,
guys.
Form 4.
Yeah.
Is it Form 4 or Form 3?
Talks
about dowry. Hapana, hiyo ni Form 3 jamani.
Just say yes.
Yes, hallelujah. Yes. But yes.
Mesoma, guys.
I have a degree in human resource management.
You see, there.
Among several certificates.
There we go.
Msanii amesoma. But then nani anasema ati unataka kuacha shule ukwe msanii?
No, they're not focused. They haven't met you ndio wise.
I started with Setbox.
I
started off with Setbox. Setbox, it's like, I remember there's a time I was doing Doll's House. That is Nora. Nora is on each and every page.
Okay.
Ni scene tu moja ndio ametoka na imeandikwa ametoka kwenda kuchange. Because she's going for ballerina.
Yeah.
And she's wearing a ballerina dress that takes 20 minutes to wear. But you have to wear it in
She was giving other people a chance to shine. She was humble. She was giving others a chance.
But by the time you're finishing that and you have... Anyway, let's go back to dowry.
Yeah.
So it says that... it's appreciation because for a woman, at a kitambo, women were not even inheriting land and everything. A woman was almost being given to the other family.
Yeah.
You stop. That's what you.
They
we
were
change
being
our,
given.
We change our names.
Yeah.
Like for me, I'll change from Kabono to probably. I think it starts with a K.
Yeah.
Inshallah. But
we're thinking. We're not sure.
I'm Kabz either way, so I'll change Kabz.
Mnadate na mjui names are your lovers.
Tunajua zote. Tunazitanga majina.
She's like private. She's like, it's none of your business. That's my business. Okay.
Know, right. Yeah. Birthday coming up next week. Oh, Monday. Oh, perfect.
Okay.
Yes. Anyway. So you're going at something like Kikuyu.
Right.
Kikuyu ohikinere.
Ohikine is in the wedding.
Yes.
During the wedding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Family ya mutumia.
Now she's gonna make me a translator.
Yes.
So the woman's family.
I'm adding it to your CV. Please appreciate me.
Guys, she's here for this. Is how girls need to support one another.
It's a niche.
Support women.
Empress Shiko Kimani, she's a Kikuyu translator.
I love
let's
that.
Go back to our roots.
Okay.
Continue translating.
So let's go. Okay. We're together. Are we together? Do you understand? You get? Nani pata? So a woman?
Family, they give a bed.
Okay.
Wanatoa kitanda.
Okay.
Kwa hiyo nini. That means kitanda yako imetoka. Mimi time kama my older sister is married.
Yeah.
For her to come and spend.
Yeah.
By the way, we used to sleep together. Right now,
if
we are to sleep together, lazima ombe bwanake ruhusa.
Yeah.
You know?
Jualisha
it's common. It's common. They joke. Shosho, from shosho to mom to aunties. Dina heyo rodha. Niyo heyo rodha.
Yes, you've not been given permission.
Exactly.
Okay.
You get. Also, a Kikuyu woman, like you said, Mombi first of all is a creator.
Right.
My name is Mombi.
Oh, wow.
Mombi
Beautiful. You're very creative.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Mombi is the reason why she was called that by Kikuyu. It's because she's a creator. A woman. The reason why a woman is very powerful even in the Kikuyu community is because you're a creator.
Right. You carry life.
Whatever you give a woman, you give me a sperm, I give you a child.
Right. A garden, you get.
Motumia ni mogoda. Don't me ni deda broti. What are you telling me? Broti.
Yes. So this is what she's saying. So please.
I'm not speaking Kikuyu
anymore. Let me translate. Wanataka shamba, guys. It's a problem. Watu wa Murima tuombe.
But motumia ni mogoda. That is a woman is shamba.
A land.
That's why when you got married,
right,
you would go to a husband.
Yeah.
And your husband has nothing. Ne dhigira. Dhigira is that nyumba ya mwanaume.
Yes, the house they get after initiation.
Exactly,
yeah,
right?
so that they can live as an independent man.
So you will get that and it's probably mad.
Okay.
And you just amegawiwa tu kashamba fulani and you will go there. Even the Akoko, people who studied the river and the source.
Yeah.
She just went there with nothing.
Yeah.
And nitapata ngombe moja.
Yeah.
And 10 years to come.
They have multiplied times.
A lot of them. Kamba ni shamba. My mom is the one who manages shamba and everything.
I hear that.
Ngombe and stuff.
And that's the case in a lot of Murima.
Atapata napier grass. And it's about the roads.
Right.
Why are we competing?
Right.
You were given strength. I was given emotions. I can connect with Mother Nature. You get everybody with their roles. Even the woman empowerment. Why are we competing? You know? The fact that even something like, I know a woman, probably even the conversation about the place of a society, the place of a woman in the society and stuff. Me, I know real men, we are the helpers. When you look kitambo, it's the men who used to sacrifice. Na hiyo ni nini? I actually hata ukiangalia kwa the tunaenda deep.
Let's do that.
When we go at the wanaume ndo walikuwa wanatoa African society, wanaume ndo walikuwa wanatoa the sacrifices, right? Even in the Bible, right?
Yeah.
And they are the ones who are preparing everything from the word go.
Yeah.
Kukata wakati Abraham, not Jacob, alikuwa anataka kubless watoto wake. Esau. It's Jacob and Esau.
Yeah, and as
watoto wa Isaac, right?
Yes.
Wakati alikuwa anataka kuwa bless. Aliwaambia go prepare me a meal.
Yeah.
It was men who cook.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, you don't have to do it every day. I know it's a woman. That's why a woman, the place. By the way, hata ukiangalia, I had that Josie, we were with a family gathering, and I had also in the Kikuyu community, when mwanamke akiolewa, ile moto ya kwanza. You know what keeps a home alive is the fire.
It's a fire.
Ndio sababu hata kukiwa na maombolezi, wanachanga moto. Moto ikiwashwa hivi maombolezi shanza.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So even mwanamke akiolewa, moto ilikuwa inaanzishwa na I didn't get, but it's a woman, an older woman.
Yes.
Who starts the fire. And kuna ile mawe tatu.
Okay.
So kuna ile mawe ya kwanza yenye, you know there are 3.
Yeah.
So hii moja yenye isongagi, yo ni higari ya Ogai.
Okay.
Ogai, that means?
Yeah. So like a holy stone.
God.
Yeah.
God. Like that home is planted. And that stone never moves. That means Mungu hawezi toka kwa hiyo nyumba.
He's the pillar. He's a third.
He's the
pillar.
He doesn't
pillar.
move.
Yeah.
These two can move.
Yeah.
But that doesn't
The
move.
covenant is between you and God, so, not necessarily between two people.
A woman is powerful because
Yeah.
food is a food of food is a communicate. Like we live because we eat and we create.
So fire, food,
right?
Right.
The reason why we have breast hizi ni chakula za mtoto bana.
True.
Mwanaume mgani anawezalisha mtoto na mwili yake?
Literally, we are magicians. It's magic.
6 months.
It's a lot.
In our stomach, whatever we eat, it
those
goes
who
there.
stop. Kuna wenye watoto wananyonyanga 2 years.
No, but 6 months unajua ndio
It's
exclusive
enough.
lazima.
It's
No,
enough.
6 months. See, I think 6 months ndo mtoto anafaa kunywa tu maziwa ya
Yeah,
mamake.
pekee.
And then from 6 months unaweza introduce. But
Yeah, to
people
other
nowadays because of the maternity leave, what one is from 3 months and stuff, you know.
They do start earlier. Yeah, things have changed.
Also of the work-life balance.
Hey,
both
mali
mom
tumefika
and
in
stuff.
society.
Which is a conversation, by the way. What do you think you'll are you imagining yourself as a wife at some point?
Myself, yes, I've been saying that.
What about
I'm looking for a nice little man who wants to love me.
Oh, by the way, you talked about what in Willy.
Yeah.
Big up, Sana, by the way. This big up so much, and I really appreciate. And I thank God and also these people for this opportunity. So on when we schedule imekuwa busy on Saturday,
Right.
On Saturday tulikuwa pale. First of all, we started with mageuzi.
Okay.
Of
Okay.
course,
Yes, so Power 254 was in the building. Ital Groove. Becky
Muthoni
Muthoni was launching her album.
Becky Muthoni.
Yeah.
Hey, it was an amazing
You guys
performance.
enjoyed yourselves?
Erico and
Yeah.
Pax.
Okay,
Big
love
up
that,
to
love that.
person. Big up, Sana.
Yes,
On kwa guitar pia.
Okay.
Henry.
She's here to, she's like, I'm here to support all my possy. Shout outs to everyone.
Plus, I was also exhibiting. I'm a beadwork artist. Thank you for that opportunity, Mark.
I love that. We're gonna get into the beadwork in a short bit.
Most
Yeah,
definitely,
but
most
so yes, marriage. That tulikuwa to
So
dowry.
tulienda kwa kina dowry. Let me finish up with Akina Marcus. Thank you so much for that. And then after that, we were talking about Akina Watenda Willy. So Jeff Logan, the listening party.
Okay.
Mamake alikuwa pale, sistake. Bibi yake manze, she's pregnant and early in the stage, and he's saying he was even rushing. Like he wanted to finish up with the listening party so that he can bond with his unborn son.
I love that. For that. And I love men who are vulnerable.
Shad was there, but then Shad also got a bracelet from me. Thank you so much, Shad. It was
shout out to you, Shad Muziki.
Goodaman was there. Isonjeri was there.
Right.
It was at Banda Village. I got a chance also to exhibit there. Thank you for everybody who took it's carrying nyumbani with you.
Right.
And also for certain Jana.
Yeah.
Jana, we were Ochiko. By the way, Ochiko's sister. By the way, anything that you can do to support. So it was a fundraising.
Okay.
Ochiko's sister is she's ill and she's undergoing treatment. So it was more of that. Ochiko and friends. By the way, it was like a nice bike.
And when Wasani come together,
Watenda Willy were there. Oh my goodness, they were Shad performed. Like it was just, I don't know. It was just
a beautiful
Kinoti.
Yeah.
Zaituni is
my whole playlist, guys. That's how you know this is the right. That's my whole playlist. Everybody you're mentioning is my whole Sheversations playlist.
I was tired by the time I was going there because it's been a very busy week.
Right.
But, I was pushed to go there. Thank you. And
they gave you energy. Wewe unakatu napatana na watu and then you light up.
But then that's it. You see, and it's a conversation. Are you an introvert or an extrovert?
Myself, I am a very extroverted extrovert.
I am an ambivert.
Yeah.
First of all, when I'm bidding, like my working.
Right. You need to focus.
Yes.
But being an extrovert doesn't mean that you lack the ability to focus on what you're doing.
No, you enjoy company of people. So I've learned that even when I'm in the house, even not only when I'm bidding.
Right.
Unaona kama when the week starts, like on a normal basis, I was not set or this important show today, I will be at home probably.
Yeah.
Also, it depends with the time of the month.
Yeah. So just enjoying your own quality time.
Podcast.
Right.
Refreshing, cleaning as well.
Yeah.
I think sometimes cleaning also really helps. But pia wasanii manze sisi ni wale wase wenye uko intentional about cleaning kwa sababu zikianza kushikana schedule zako zikianza kushikana hiyo nyumba ni
achana na schedule. I feel like it's just how a lot of creative minds are. So it really depends on, you have this creative burst of, I care about my house, I care about my environment, and that's only going to last 2.5 hours, maybe 2.5 days. And then after that, your personal responsibilities might be seeing you after a month because you're just not feeling it, because we tend to be driven a lot by our feelings rather than everything else. That's like, that's, yeah. But no, that one is different. Like what you feel within. Yeah, because empath is how you interact with people, with others. And that one, so like I find a lot of autistic people are very sporadically particular. So you can't tell when you're gonna do something, but once you've decided, you're gonna get it done, and then after that, usinitafute. You found me washing your whole house, I done dishes for you, laundry. It might be 2 years until I feel like that again, and that's how artists are.
So let me ask you. So,
yes.
For example, ukiwa kwa nyumba yako. Okay, for me, what I can't handle ni vyombo.
Okay.
Because vyombo zinatuanga ile harufu, especially kama wapika
and they invite other creatures that you don't want to share your house with.
So
no, that's not even what I'm talking about.
And also for me, like, kama when you're using that, sabuni ya kuosha vyombo inakuanga tamu.
Yeah.
Liquid, you know. So
okay.
when you wash,
unaweza sniff gum, kuona sana. when tumefika petrol station and you're like, what's that? We thank God for sobriety.
What do you think about smelling?
Let's Maliza, you're in the house. So you're in the house. Yeah.
Oh no. So me kwanza something like clothes, but I think it's trauma from childhood. Manze clothes, me with clothes.
Able to unpack.
But then let me tell you, I'd rather work extra hard
than do laundry.
Same. Maybe I'm trying to invest in a washing machine.
It's a whole African issue because there were just too many clothes and a lot of the workload fell on the girls in the house.
And you know,
and you're like,
especially the older.
Socks.
For me, I come from a very large household.
Right.
And I am an older one.
Right.
You know? So unapata unafua nguo laini tatu, mikamba tatu, na nguo zako hapo ni skirt moja na t-shirt moja.
And 4 days later, we're back at it.
4 days for who?
Yeah.
2 days later.
Okay, guys.
You know, we're talking about umefua nguo za mapopo.
No, I'm the firstborn, and my mom. My mom did me a service, birthing my younger sister after me 2 years, and 2 years after her. So we were all babies at the same time. We grew up at the same time. I didn't grow up around cousins. So Sai, maybe if you decide to pop a bun in the oven and pop that child out, I might come and change a nappy if I feel like it.
So wait a minute.
And there are no nappies. It's 2025 now for most kids. Kids.
See, for us, we grew up with
your baby siblings.
Yes,
growing up.
The nappies are kufua,
Power to you guys. You're very strong women.
It's not like we're proud of it. Certificate
me, I'm happy for you. I'm sorry. Seriously relate.
But then we got so much, and then you were learning.
Yeah.
Someone said, "Madhaki kuja." Kwanza alafu women say, you were supposed to catch a radio interview or an interview. You don't know kitu kama iko watching and
I get you. The Oprah Winfrey show.
But
for me personally,
to her right now,
really
back to back, and I love her. I read a book, Surrounded by Idiots, and we share the same character. I am a yellow.
Okay.
I am a social butterfly.
Okay.
She's also a social butterfly.
Okay.
I think, is she a Libra? What's her birthday? I don't know.
I have no
idea.
But
I know about the color.
Yeah.
I know about the color.
Okay.
We share same personality.
Okay.
And I've been listening to Super Soul.
So Super Soul is a book that she wrote.
And also it's the podcast.
Okay.
She's been,
okay.
I binge listened to podcasts and I've been listening.
She's very inspiring.
Now. Very much.
Yeah.
Very much so. And I just love her. And it's just the authenticity. Just being you and people just loving you for being you. And the community.
Right.
I was also reading Never Eat Alone. It talks about the power of a community. I don't take this for granted having this conversation because it's about time we stop talking about kwenu kunanyesha.
Yeah.
It's about time to ulize kwako kunanyesha.
Yeah.
Deep conversation. Unafeel aje? How's your stomach?
Yeah.
How is your family? Deep stuff. You know,
like what hurt you as a child?
What are your traumas?
Yeah.
What's your phobia?
Mimi, personally, I don't fear anything. I don't believe in empowering fear. I was just talking just before you came onto the conversation. I was telling women to stop saying they don't want to be in relationships because of trauma, because that's not a valid reason.
Oh, actually,
deal with your fear and then decide if you still dislike
Heal
that.
First.
Yeah.
See, like for me, when I was in Kabz, I was very intentional about not having a person.
Yeah, because
but also
you learn lessons in high school.
And also it was contributed to the people around you.
Okay,
you see, when you are in an empowered space, you know what you want.
Yeah.
And if you can't find that thing, I'd rather not stop low for that.
I get that.
I'm okay. Like even
you're content moving by yourself.
I was operating with, I am happy that even my person right now, he doesn't make me happy. He adds to my happiness. I don't make him happy. I add to his happiness.
You're two complete beings coming to complement one another. See, zile mawongo.
Yeah,
and it's poetic and beautiful, but that you complete me is such a fallacy to me.
Definitely.
Because if somebody is completing you, it means that there's something in you that needs to... Msaidia huyu msichana.
But anyway, Nisha Saidika. Nisha Saidika.
Yes.
So I was, I was very intentional about that.
Right.
And also I was in Karatina.
Okay.
Sorry to say, but that place. If you're only studying, it's the best environment. Because
Okay.
of course, surrounded na majani chai, Kenya is just there.
You folk in
Tembo
nature.
wanakuja hapo, everything,
Right, a very serene
but now I'm an
environment.
artistic person.
Okay.
If I don't go to events, if I don't meet people on a
By the
daily
way, that
basis,
is a thing.
if I come to Nairobi, also sorry to say, but also today kuna venye pia mnalalisha. Mwalimu anauliza swali. It's a conversation. Why are we are in campus. We're not in high school.
Yeah.
Let's go. And then you come to artistic space where everybody wants to talk.
Yeah.
You know?
But no, in high school and campus, I feel like we're still coming from that system where you haven't broken out of the prison in your mind that high school did, because if we're being honest with ourselves, our education system is severely broken and doesn't actually allow creativity or expression. In campus, a lot of people who don't have that drive to just come out, kuna that innate thing of I have to be heard, I have to hear people, I have to go places, see things, do stuff. Most people aren't like that.
It was odd because I was in the human resource department.
Yeah.
And it's PR, public relations.
Right.
And human resource management.
Right.
Human resource, you're basically a leader.
Yeah.
And leaders even can go with controversy. Like Trore, he's going with, it can be controversial to the whites and
right.
to the Western society. But
right.
as long as it is benefiting
we don't
people,
even need to mention the West because they've been a benchmark for so long. And to hell with them.
What, do you know the power of Black? Like, even when you look back to Mansa Musa.
Right.
The library.
Yeah.
When you go back to our culture.
Yeah.
Let me look at beadwork. Let me tell you, I'm a beadwork artist,
yeah.
but I respect the Maasai.
Tell us about that.
Women. So
yeah.
I've been beading. I am a beadwork artist.
Yeah.
I deal with every type of bead. I combine culture and modern kind of perspective. It's beauty. It's my we say carrying nyumbani with you. It's Kabz beads carrying nyumbani with you.
Yes.
It's the memories. It's the home. Like for example, a Kenyan bracelet. You know the value of it. Ukifika pale kwa heri border Kenya.
Where is nimeiacha nyumbani?
Nitakuplug. Also, even the ones that you have.
Right.
It talks about,
right.
These are pearl bracelets. And look at this.
So these are what do you call? Because these are my favorite. The brown beads, the wooden beads.
Yes. So this is more of a wooden bead. We have ceramic. We have glass.
So wooden.
Yes.
I would have about 6 of them.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay.
So, this is like a shimmer bead.
Okay.
Also beads.
Gen Z wanapenda hizi sana.
Hata leo nimesoma Biblia. When I was coming, I love God.
Okay.
I love God.
Okay.
Like, hey, when you talk about, I can't call him a person. You're overwhelmed.
Yeah.
You don't know if it's tears or just something that feels in your heart.
It's something spiritual.
Because of where he has gotten you from. And
I hear
think
you.
It's a journey of being without. Unajua, hiyo story, you have to let go to know, or you know the value of something when you don't have it. It's a journey of you've grown up with being told about him and then you stay without, kwa sababu ni kama kuambiwa story ya msee na urelatigi na msee jodo mjui
ni story tu
and then you operate with huyu msee tu anakuaga tu and then huyu msee anakukujia anakutoa place and then you live with
and you're like kumbe unakuanga real
si ati kumbe unakuanga hapa
you've been here all along and just didn't know
so it's they were talking about your story Moses when they were in the wilderness and sometimes it's about like this is my year. Last year was my year of abundance and it came with a lot of abundance. I graduated, I moved to Nairobi.
How to you?
I found love. I continued with the series and everything. Like it was just abundance. This has been my year of grace.
Okay.
And God is very intentional.
I love that.
This year I'm just moving with be still and know He's God.
Okay.
And know that if He dresses the lilies with beauty and splendor, how much more can He clothe you? If He provides for the sparrows, literally some of them are obese and they don't even. They don't. I'm thinking sijui nini ati shift kwenda nini, you know. But I totally understand. We also have dreams and aspirations. And it goes back to something deep. This is my year of grace, and like I said, being still and knowing His God, I have survived very deep stuff.
Right.
On Valentine's, I buried a friend of mine.
Oh,
close friend.
That's very sad.
Friend. It was deep. I had a show that day.
Yeah.
the theme of at Alliance Francais Red Party. Thank you a lot, by the way, to Mvua Press. Ikitabo, thank you for that opportunity. We've been planning for that show for a long time.
Okay.
And I even remember the day of the rehearsal, nilikuja nikaambia story yenye ilikuwa inaendelea and stuff, and I was like, you chill. Hiyo tu ni makasiriko ama ni kidogo challenge tu and then itaisha.
Yeah.
And then the following day on Monday, I did like this on Monday morning nakuja kwamba by the asha alienda.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
It was
may his
very
soul
hard.
rest in peace.
Yes,
and I
burying a
trust
friend,
that you guys
like
give
2
them a worthy send off.
2 hours before the performance, it was really hard, and going through that phase
Yeah.
is being still and knowing that is God. You know, learning to say thank you even when you can't say thank you.
Yeah.
You know, so this is my year of grace and the year of gratitude.
Okay.
I'm learning gratitude. And we were going back to the Bible and it was saying, wakati walikuwa kwa hiyo wilderness and stuff, God just told them, just create a tabernacle stuff and bring things to me.
Right.
It doesn't have to be money,
Yeah.
gifts and talents.
Yeah.
Even this platform that we have talking
just
about
the token
him,
of Thanksgiving.
most definitely. And it says that those people brought things and
Everything.
Musa aliwaambia, by the way, sasa
Imetosha.
they brought the marashipoa onyx stones. It was going back to beadwork.
Yes.
Onyx stones.
Yes.
So they are gemstones, and actually I
Right.
want to focus on that. The stones. It's
Okay.
very spiritual. You see something like onyx stones, the gemstones. So beadwork is deep culture. You see something like when you go back to the Maasai community.
Right.
Like the bride, people wear different according to the clans, according to the marriage or status and those kind of things. They're given back to them. This is a culture that was spread. Ni kama venye mimi nimefunzwa na mamangu kulima.
Yes.
So wamefunzwa hivyo. Alafu unapata kama ni mwanaume, hata kama like they're given a bracelet. I even met somebody juzi tu alipewa na grandma yake. So literally that's something so deep.
It's a family heirloom.
Yes.
Yes. And so how do you hold culture in your beadwork?
So what I do is first of all the patterns.
Okay.
Even the culture as we are right now.
Okay.
The Gen Z culture.
Yeah.
You know, for me, like my brand, I brand people. Even my bracelet, Vivy Kabz, you know. The movement for Akina Motore have the movement. I have branded them as well. So it's the culture of the movement.
Okay.
You know.
And what's the Gen Z culture? Because I feel like everybody has a different definition of what being Gen Z represents. So to you, what does it represent?
Being Gen Z is being true, being you, and taking life as it comes.
Okay.
And being liberal. By taking life as it comes, you know that we are all or being real by knowing that we are so different, but we are more similar than different.
And so for you now, when you're branding somebody, what you know, so you leave a bit of Vivy Kabz on them, but like, do you take what they, you know, now? So maybe I just want a purple bead. How would that now?
We have different beads.
Okay.
And what I make sure is that I have something for everyone.
Okay.
Starting with you, because there are people who don't. There are people who think that beads might react with them. I don't want to say think because probably it does.
Okay.
I haven't made that case.
Okay.
But somebody might say, no, I don't want bead because I think it can react with my skin.
Really, that's an interesting. I've never heard that before.
No, I get that a lot. At a jana too.
Oh, labda wako na traumas as those fake metals, unfortunately.
Also, by the way, there are people who have traumas. Like, for example, somebody had a neck snarl, alikuwa amewapatia bracelet, or they love bracelet.
Oh, because they're sentimental.
I wouldn't take that because I'm still, I can't relate with them.
Okay.
People take them for other people.
Okay.
So it's like, what can I say? Like, nikiwa na hizo beads, when on my exhibitions, I have something for everyone.
Okay.
So from the bracelets, the stretchables, kuna watu wa stretchables.
Yes.
So it goes well with that. There's the ceramic, there's the glass, there's the shimmer, there's the pearls. So there's something for everyone.
Yeah.
Whatever picture test, you go with that, and then I explain the meaning of it and the goodness of it using that. When it comes to the necklaces, we have the glow in the dark. There's like a pearl.
Okay.
You know?
Gotcha.
They have the pearl. You see, for me today, I'm just telling myself with the glass beads.
Okay.
Simple.
Yeah.
There are people who like waist beads. Like I have them glow in the dark.
Right.
Stars, whatever, it goes deep also with the meanings. I will definitely explain to you if you want me to tell you that, because people want to know. Hey, waist beads. Mimi nasikianga waist beads ni za wasi sijui wagani. Oh, nini inamaanisha aje?
Yeah.
But for me, it's about the collection of it. I go to your code, take different beads.
Right.
I will collect.
You're expressing your creativity.
Most
yeah, and I feel like in our generation, we're really. I don't want to be dismissive of culture and our history because we clearly, you know, we care about that. It's a sense of identity. But I feel that a lot of the traditional meanings of the things we put in our bodies, a nose ring, maybe an earring on a guy, the waist beads, the anklets as well, and toe rings. tongue ring, sijui, whatever it meant in the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, I feel like we need to redefine that now. Because unless you're from a very traditional Ocha background, where they've really held on to those values and that's all that is there in that society because of the level of exposure. Sometimes I find some conversations so ridiculous. So for example, I'm a born again Christian and there's spaces where I would go to tell somebody about the love of Christ because I believe that if this is something that I found to be liberating, I don't want to keep it to myself. So so I would share the gospel and God's love to somebody who doesn't know, because that's the point, let me tell you and give you the choice to choose for yourself.
Living for others as well.
Yeah. And so somebody will listen to me, we're having an amicable conversation, and then they'll ask me, umeokoka kweli? I'm like, haya, did we not just talk about Jesus for the past 30 minutes?
First of all, kuokoka ni nini?
Achana na hiyo kabla hata tufike hapo. So why would they be asking me that? Because niko na nose ring. So I'm like,
and they will even quote the Bible and tell you, unajua wanawake fulani kwa Egypt.
No. Au hata hawajui. Wanajua tu kama if you're a Christian, izi ufai kuvaa hizi vitu za shetani. And I know that at some particular point they meant something. I love wearing ankle beads simply out of creativity and also because I've really interacted with Southern African culture. Yes. And that's a thing. It's a thing. And I know for them as well, there's a lot of traditional meaning because they are heavy traditionalists. They really, are in touch with their culture and the symbolism, the beads, everything, the dances, they are more cultural than us, I would dare say. So it's so interesting how if me and, just because I'm a millennial, me see Gen Z, but I'm there with the Gen Z spirit. Me napatanga maswali, I'm at the judgment is so, I'm like, guys, we're in 2025. Is it impossible to believe that what this meant in the 1960s, 70s, 80s, 90s is surely not what it means for me?
In fact, if we want to go back to the culture, culture is something that changes.
Yes.
A lot.
The whole definition of culture is dynamic. Because culture must change.
When you look at the 1900s, if you told them about Christianity,
because also that is it was a tool of oppression,
because
so it was misused.
Exactly, and
they knew Gai, they knew Mulungu, they knew.
We have been knowing this God, and then you bring a new God, and
it's blasphemy.
God, and you want to tell us that But people accepted it, and right now that's what we're living.
And now that's our culture.
Even when you look at the Bible, it's talking. But it's the culture that of was
that time of the Corinthians, the Ephesians. Yes.
Yes. So what happens is, right now I am very much investing in not wasting my energy on things that don't matter. The things
conversations that don't build you.
When I try explaining it to you, I will drain myself more. Okay. So that's what you think? Because there are people who will come and they will even explain more than I know about this thing. Because
I'm okay interacting as long as if you're willing to have the conversation, I'll let you know. Thank you for sharing, but that's now let me inform you about my life.
It depends. If you're dealing with a closed-minded person,
that's true. No, how just mark and avoid.
So it's about psychology. Like for me, when a client comes to me, I have to read your energy first to know how I am approaching you.
Okay.
There's a personal approach. I am a bubbly person.
Okay.
But there's a person who can there'll be a radar.
Yeah.
There's a person who doesn't. I am a touchy person.
Right.
Because I am an extrovert in return. I am an empath. I tend to, if we're talking about something,
you value physical contact, space.
But there are people who, when you touch them, they'll cringe.
Yeah.
So, and also, like I said, they have something for everyone. And also, I have also come to know that I don't have something for everyone in some way. There's just something. You see, whatever you have,
yes.
This whatever conversation you're having,
yes,
it will not relate to everyone.
Okay,
but there is that one person or two or whichever numbers God may grant us.
Yeah,
there's that thing that will relate. So even for me, those bracelets, they are there. I am in a crowd of 100 people. I don't want to sell to 100 people. I want to sell to 10 people who will have my thing
value
for 5 years and stuff. And even conversations, I go to different spaces. There's a space somebody will tell you, oh, you're so expensive. For this piece of art, I got this at Masai land with this. And I totally understand. Saizi nikienda Kinangop kununua kafeshi. Go kana cabbage za so ni cabbage kama nitakula mwezi mzima.
Yeah.
But nikienda Nairobi ama nikienda super kabo moja ni so and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And so there are also places where I'll go and somebody, even like this Umoja sound system, the dub.
Yes.
I really believe that's also an amazing platform.
Yeah.
I was connected to it through Ndoto.
Yeah.
In fact, we met kwa Becky Mudhoni alikuwa pia na sometime back alikuwa pia na ana launch nini yake.
Okay.
So something like that atakuja kuuliza, how much do you sell this for?
Yeah.
Like, no. You have to. I think you're cheap. Then pia kuna place ingine utaenda mtu umwombe tu price yake hata anunui. Akoleka unakunga too expensive.
Yeah.
And if you
and they're not asking for the value, they don't want to understand
in
why.
fact, there's something for everything. You see like an anklet. It can start with 50 bob 100 shillings.
Yeah. And kuna zenye unauziwa 2,000.
Exactly.
Na watu wa 2,000 watanunua bila stress because they understand the value.
I think it's also trigger. Also, you know, right now we're not dealing with I also came to understand that you're not just dealing with people, you're dealing with triggers. When somebody reacts that way.
Yeah.
Trigger too flani.
I want to speak about that. So triggers and the power of art, you know, to reach people's emotions. So you're a spoken word artist.
I am a spoken word
artist. Yes.
So
let's hear about your spoken word and what you find to be powerful about spoken word and its ability to really affect people's emotions.
First of all, I started off with poetry.
Yes.
And poetry for me is an expression.
Okay.
When I started off, I didn't even know about spoken word. I remember when I was in high school. Okay, nilianza mdogo sana.
Yeah, so you mean you were writing poetry?
Yes,
I was
not
writing
performing
poetry.
It. I was not. I didn't even know
that you could perform poetry.
Like, you know, we grew up in an environment where I didn't know much about art. The only art I knew was in school.
Okay.
In school and the TV that you know akina machachari. Let me tell you, ningepata opportunity ningia machachari walai.
Yeah.
Like
ungekuwa abroad.
Those were our heroes. By the way, acha nikwambie mimi I knew each TV station namba yake kipindi gani na kujanga
you were focused.
We didn't have a decor. Hey, that's being it wasn't like that in our we so much mambo ya TV.
Yeah.
But like kulikuwa sijui na channels tano. We didn't have these easy channels. Tulikuwa na channels kama tano the mainstream. And let me tell you kile kipindi yenye ilikuwa nakuja watch. Mimi ningelala hadi saa 9 nikiwatch. I loved it. But I didn't know it's just something that you knew. I didn't even know that you can be a full-time artist.
Yeah.
That's why me by the time I was finishing high school, I didn't know that I will be a full-time artist. I knew I will be an artist, but a lawyer as an artist. I wanted to do law so bad because I knew I wanted to do with people and talk about people issues. And nilikuwa nataka kutetea watu sana.
Right.
So the cluster points ilipanda could have gone through para but manze tungekohoa do. So because
like, let me be humble.
Because pia Mungu alikuwa ametusaidia sisi tulikuwa tumeanguka.
Right.
Tuko tuende na option ya gava. So tukaenda na HR, you
okay.
know. So until I got to campus after high school, that's when I started doing
writing
poetry. No, writing poetry. I started when I was in Form 2.
So Form 2, you've written. So but now when did you find out?
I interacted with a person who was deep in poetry.
Okay.
So he was also writing poetry.
Okay.
And he was into politics. That time I was really interested in politics. But I knew all the governors and they were kuna time nilikuwa nasema nitakuwa governor wa Turkana. I don't know what I was thinking.
Amesaidika. Alituambia, I was going to say, let's help this girl. But she affirmed us at the beginning.
I don't know.
Ameshasaidika.
No, what I knew, I think it's just like, what can I say? It's just like kitambo.
Yeah.
Like, let's assume we were born in the 1900s.
Right.
We were artistic.
Yeah.
But there was no spoken word.
You didn't have a platform to express your. You
like,
didn't have
I knew I
people
wanted to be a lead and stuff.
Yes.
And the leadership position that we knew was law, politics and stuff. Because I knew I wanted to be a leader.
Yeah.
A leader in some
way. So wewe kama si celeb, you had to be like a lawyer, something like that. So were you writing about that in your poetry?
So me, I was writing to express. If it's about love, I would write poems for birthday, watu wanafanya birthday. Now, I remember when I discovered spoken word, sikuwa irudi nyuma.
And when was that?
That is in Form 3.
Na ulipata wapi kwa internet ama ulienda mahali?
Babangu anasemanga hii ilikuwa wenda wazimu. So when I was in Form 3,
yes.
nilikuwa nimejaribu CU, I grew up in full gospel.
Yeah.
Nilikuwa nimejaribu CU manze, mimi kwanza nilikuwa secretary, tulikuwa naita cabinet secretary. Piriwa entertainment.
Right.
So entire yetu ilikuwa inakuja Sunday.
Okay.
And Sunday afternoon.
Okay.
So Sunday afternoon ilikuwa inaanza saa 8.
Okay.
Kwa sababu church inafaishe saa 7.
Yes.
So manzi utapata ma preachers manzi saa 7 na nusu bado wako hapo anawatoa mapepo manzi.
Right.
Na kuambia shindwe maboi shindwe.
Na vile walikuwa wanapenda high school.
Alafu unajua okay, so shule yetu ilikuwa Nahis. Ilikuwa not Nahis. Kitambo ilikuwa into Naivasha mixed. So I studied in like Naivasha girls. Right now it's called Naiposha.
Yeah.
And Naivasha boys, Naivasha high school. It's called Nahis, you know. So tulikuwa maneighbor. Tulikuwa tumeseparatiwa tu na Kiepo. So maboy kule, by saa 7 by the time inafika, huko tu ni ngoma.
Yeah.
Unasikia tu.
It was a good time.
Sisi huko tu bado mnaambiwa, wavulana nyumbani semeni pepo. Shindwe. Manze. So me your story kwa nani bwana. And then that time pia ulikuwa umetoka nyumbani umembo don't listen to secular music.
Yes.
Don't walk with boys.
So everything is boring. There's nothing entertaining.
Exactly. So, see you Kadhaa at least walikuwa entertaining because wao walikuwa namaliza mapema ngoma za asubuhi yako
ilikuwa na bamba
sana. But now kuliko sasa na ingine hit SDA.
Right.
SDA walikuwa na chachao sato.
Right.
Na wakati chachao iko ni wakati hao wengine wana clean. Ilikuwa we started cleaning 10:10.
Okay.
You know, so 10:10 ndio wao wanaanza service yao.
Yeah.
Hata kuwakiao hawakuwa na work on Saturdays. Sasa hivi si nikajoin huko.
Yeah.
Alafu kwa sababu nilikaribishwa hata nikakuwa official.
Sasa hapo ndio ulipatana na spoken word ama ilikuwa wapi?
Sasa what happened is
yes.
On Sundays they were free.
Okay.
So walikuwa wanakaa kwa class moja nini. So huko in our talks no kulikuwa na dimpe alikuwa anaandika poetry. So akaniambia so tulikuwa tunaongea kuhusu poetry nini akaanza kusoma stories spoken word. Na hadi akanionyesha kitu ameandika.
You were like flabbergasted.
Let me tell you that night. Sasa nilienda kwa zile poetry unajua I knew how to
play around with your words.
Rhyme.
Yeah, punchlines.
So nikaenda nyumbani.
You're like kumbe I can there's a better way. Yeah.
Nini prep.
Yeah. You're like now I have content. Na si ya shule. I'm improving my life, not academically, but something is getting better.
Sijui niko na determination to go further. Sijui dimension.
Alikuwa motivational speaker overnight.
And let me tell you after that nikaanza kuandika lines. So see you. Mimi nilikuwa naomba chance. Mimi hata by the time I was finishing nakumbuka hiyo talent show ndo nili talent sasa event ya hiyo because it was happening in that time. I wrote a spoken word. I also hiyo team nilikuwa nishaje establish somehow in acting but hatukuwa na drama club. So what I was strong in was music, public speaking, solo verses,
and now spoken word.
So spoken word was in drama.
Okay.
So spoken word I just got to do it in talent shows.
Okay.
In talent shows and see you sana. Mimi kwanza nakumbuka kuna piece nilichapa. So by the time even I was finishing mimi nilikuwa nishakuwa star. Nilikuwa nachapa lines bila kusoma. Nilikuwa nachapa manze ninge
unaandika sahi and then you memorize it.
I remember tukimaliza because in form 4 manze nilikatazwa kwenda music. Wakasema ni focus na shule.
You're like killing kids' dreams out here.
Manze I cried.
You didn't write a piece about it? Because I feel like artists...
I really did because it wasn't making sense ati nikanisome. Okay. No, I was performing. I was doing well.
Right.
And not the reason because Abu Depa alikuwa ananiambia pana, you know wewe, lemon to be squeezed, sijui lemonade sijui. Ati hiyo mambo yenye unafanya ya mchezo sanaa nini utazipata kila kitu ukimaliza shule.
Kenyan education system.
When I finished school mimi nilikuwa najua nitamaliza shule manzeni kuwa celeb. Nilikuwa nishakuwa na contact
za umeshakuwa celeb.
Nishakuwa.
Umeshakuwa celeb.
Wallahi God. Mungu akioni.
So tell me, so as somebody who is comfortable on stage, so people's emotions, what happens when you're on stage and you're performing? What do you observe from the audience and what have you observed to be the power of art and poetry, spoken word particularly?
Spoken word starts with the writing process.
Okay.
It's not just a performance because you're saying something. You're communicating something. So you have to understand that you're talking.
Right. So you have to have an intention to begin with.
From the writing process, even the audience, for example, if I'm going to an audience in anyone, I have no business going to talk, not unless if it's dealing with women issues. You have to know your audience.
Right. So it's the same concept of public speaking. It is public speaking.
It is in creative. Yes. And when it goes to writing, first of all, it has to relate with me. I am very passionate about women issues and stuff. Also, you have to, especially the fact that I'm using advocacy, you have to base your poetry with facts.
Right.
You know, as much as I'm using storytelling, it has to be facts.
Yeah, and because we need impact.
And you have to tell real things.
Okay.
So when those are your main guidelines, trust you me. Hata kama utuongelesha, like I told you, we're not dealing with 100 people, we're just dealing with 10 people who would feel you.
Right.
So when you do that, I theater was my base, especially in acting. So theater taught me a lot of stage confidence.
Right, projecting, all of that.
But then
presence.
Adi mom kuna wakati alikuwa ananiambia niache kuvaa earphones. Mimi hujipata na shout tu.
Yeah.
Because I had to spend almost I don't know how many rehearsals ndo nifunzo kuproject.
You're like, it has to pay off.
It has to.
Nilifunzwa. Y'all are gonna know that I know.
Pafakadara.
Right. Those voice exercises or those practices. Yeah.
So when you do that, and after the writing process, you record.
Right.
If you lazima it makes sense.
So you need to listen to your work.
You have to by the time I'm releasing up, but right now, like this is when love says goodbye.
Yes.
Mtu akicheza, but like I've listened to it so many times.
It's a part of you.
Like I don't know. It's two things.
Yes.
It's two things. It's just like somebody showing you your picture from 5 years ago.
I hear you. You're like, I know this like the back of my hand.
But at the same time,
yeah,
I'm over it. That was me yesterday.
Ooh.
Right now I'm working on.
Yeah,
I don't know if it makes sense.
Yeah, I get
it's part
you.
of me.
Yes,
that's the reason why it's out there. So
but
when I go,
when
I go and I say, oh, it's relating to people. Your
mission accomplished. On to the next one. Because this one is gonna do its work. It's already out there.
It's already out
so
there.
So let me focus on what's
and
next.
I feel like this piece already I have accomplished what I need.
Okay,
it's just like you release it and now you have to start now. It's like a child and stuff. So you have to bring,
let go,
and then now you have to bring another one and relate to that.
You're like, this one has grown. Let's start again.
Now it goes to the rehearsal process,
right?
After you've recorded and everything. So iko sawa, editing iko sawa. Sasa tuanze kuchapa.
Okay.
Now because whatever you're saying goes with. It helps that I'm an actress. And thank God for that because the emotions come naturally. Every line that you say has to have a meaning. With poetry, every word that you say.
Yes.
In acting, it's every line that you say.
So you're not just passing the time.
I'm not just. No, I'm investing. I might be in 3 minutes on stage, but I've used 3 weeks to be in 3 minutes on stage.
Yeah, and for some people, 3 months actually.
Exactly.
Yes.
If it goes deeper because if it's a show, now it depends with the show that I'm performing.
Yes, and how many pieces you have.
Because there are pieces, like for example, when Love Says Goodbye, I had a sax on stage.
Yes.
So lazima pia tuchape rehearsal na yeye. Lazima tuingiane. Lazima I get point yangu. Lazima ni get where he's coming from because we're different. He's not working for me. I'm not working for him.
And you don't just assume he's just gonna get it. You have to become one
and
thing.
his part. We are partners.
Yes.
We are bringing whatever he has. Like that piece is and that's the power of team working.
Yes, collaboration.
At a band, tuache kufikiria ati mimi kwa sababu mimi ni star, mimi ndiye nitashine hapo hapana. Kwa sababu that sucks.
Yes.
The reason why it's very powerful when it's coming in.
Yeah.
Because it's a creator and we creator that we're merging powers.
Yeah.
So that's the power of that. And now after that, pia lazima ufikirie what costume am I going to put? Is it relating? Because you're going in front of people.
So kwako si nguo tu ni costume.
Mimi nakuanga na costumes. Kama hii ni costume, mimi si nguo yenye tutapata nikivaa kila siku.
I hear you. So
this,
you're playing a role.
The jacket, but something like the dress.
Yes.
No, you have to. By the way, let me tell you.
Become what you want to represent.
And the power. By the way, it's actually, you have to look good. Ndio sababu nakwambia kuna power of costume. Mimi acha nikwambia, mimi invest in costumes.
Okay.
Kama hii show tunachapa hii show inato. And that's the conversation of creative entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Mimi si msanii, mimi ni creative entrepreneur. Mimi si msanii tu.
Yes, and you need to feed yourself.
I am a creative entrepreneur. This is like I am living here.
That
whatever
is what
gloss,
you're selling.
Whatever gloss is on my lips, I bought it through art.
Right.
Everything. Chakula yenye nimetoka kukula, hata si nimetoka kunywa chai sahi. Kusabia sana.
Sindio, you're here because of what the art that you're creating. I love that.
You get.
I love that.
So it goes deeper. Me, I'm looking, okay, so he dressed me how much? It get, okay, so.
So it's an investment.
It's gonna exactly.
In my art.
I have to invest in my art. And when now you go on stage, pia mimi nikifika stage, sasa nifike kwa hiyo environment. Mimi kama ni performance, set like on Monday. Utaingia kwa leo utapata mimi nachapa lines hapo.
I hear you.
I have to rehearse back. When I do that, and I feel it. By the time I'm going on stage, I am very composed. And trust me, if I'm composed and know the thing that I am doing, especially if it's a piece. Every time if it's a new piece I'm launching, I have to be with other spoken word artists to listen.
Okay.
Like for example,
waku critique because they're gonna be honest.
And it's deep. Like for example, if I'm writing storytelling and it's deep on slam, Slim Shaka, I will send Slim Shaka my piece.
Yeah.
And ask him,
Shout out to Slim.
He's dope. And ask him, what do you think? He will tell you the truth. And he's a dope artist. I want to be criticized. When I was doing When Love Says Goodbye, that Sunday, like I was telling the story about that Sunday.
Yes.
Tulikuwa na Griffins and Musa. Musa is the Pearl King.
Yes.
And also he was
poetry after lunch, which started off Kenya National Theatre.
And also was there at the Poetry Slam.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Those are people when you watakwambia real stuff, and now you're also adding to your sax because sax lazima umpelekane na yeye.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And now by the time you're going on stage, literally kuna watu wanakufeel. And when you go, I love the spaces that I am in. Thank you so much. Also shout out to Spontaneous, by the way.
Yes.
Manzi by the way, she
Our
was
fave.
By the way, she was in South Africa.
Yeah.
Mali poetry
on an international stage.
With
all the babes in Africa.
He's been traveling, right?
He's been up and down.
Social justice.
It pays.
It is,
like
seeing these things, it helps a lot.
Yeah.
So always say, kama unajua wasi wanakuaminia, that means pia lazima ujiaminie because they're saying something in you.
I have a question now, just as we come to close this conversation.
It's been dope.
Somebody who's afraid, a young woman who's afraid. So I want you to speak on two things. Number one, a young woman who knows for sure she's got it. She's got the talent, whether it's something that she knows or whether it's umesha ambiwa. Maybe they're a poet, they're a thespian, maybe they're beadwork, just creating beautiful things. And the second one, art pays, and people don't believe that. They don't believe that it's a real career. So speak on those two things.
Okay, so first of all, just start. It's hard to start, but it's fear. You said you don't manifest in fear.
I'm not interested in fear.
What is stopping you is fear.
Yeah.
Because actually there was a story that I had. I learn a lot from stories. Even in campus, theory was my best way of learning.
Okay.
So it says there was this class of a photography class, and the lecturer separate the class into two groups. Class moja akawambia, go take one photo. I've taught you for this unit yote nimewafunza.
Yeah, go and apply.
Assignment yako ni unilete picha moja.
Yeah.
A perfect picture. Whatever I have taught you, go apply that. The other class akawambia, I need 100 photos from you. So test you need 100 photos. So by the end of this, make sure you bring me 100 photos.
Yeah.
At the end of it all, when you walikuja kuangalia, the class that were later 100 photos, they were way better than huyu mwenye alikuwa ameleta picha moja.
Okay.
Because of the trial and error. By the time you're taking 100 photos, you have to think about different shots, different lightings, different subjects and everything. You keep trying. So even if it's the poetry, start with writing. Andika imbo. Andika.
Right.
Let
it be bad.
Andika mimi ni uzi, naweza kufanya uzibi kwa sababu sina kazi.
Be cringe, be embarrassing.
Do that.
Right.
Listen to yourself until you can love yourself.
Okay.
Relate with what you're doing first. Write for yourself. What are you feeling? Start with that. Relate with yourself first. Stop starting to think about writing about social justice, and you can't relate with that first.
Right.
Grow through it.
Yeah.
And don't jump. You don't start building a house from the roof. You start building from foundation.
From the foundation.
I think also it's a culture where we saizi tuna minimize the power of starting small. Saizi mtu anataka forex ni god kwa sababu
it's influencer culture.
Kitambo people, and it's of course it's a culture that we're trying to break from.
Yeah. So
watu walikuwa na work for 35 years in the same company. Unafikira by the time ako 35 years ako
discipline and commitment.
Exactly. So let us go with that. The reason let me say, and sorry to say, kama sisi, I thank God for the opportunities that I am in. Somebody ataona umeenda umechapa tu for example on TV. Mtu anakuambia si unipe role. First of all, I'm an actress. I'm not a casting director.
Yes.
The reason I am there, mtu hata, sorry to say, lakini hata uja invest in knowing your language. Ujue hata kuongea kizungu unataka nikupe gig. It goes with growing the process. Me, nobody brought me. It was because of merit.
Yeah.
Before you want, let me tell you, as long as you have something to bring on the table, there is something.
Yeah.
And where there is passion, there is an opportunity.
And now let's talk about the pay, because I feel like that's a perfect segue.
The pay is, first of all, like I just mentioned, the value. If you have value, let's stop thinking about pay first. Let's think on the value.
Okay.
Because as long as you have value, like for example, mi niliacha kuambia hata nikiwa campus sikuwa naomba mtu do. Kwa sababu mtu nikikwambia nisaidie 50 bob, tuna easy. Tena kesho nikwambia, but nikikuletea bracelet.
Yeah. It's easy. You're not too so haraka.
Exactly, because it's value.
I'm not a beggar. I'm powerful. You need me.
I am adding value to. Hata kuna mtu mwingine. By the way, hiyo pia ni kitu yenye ati hapana unajua acha nanunua kwa sababu na kusupport. Wewe usini support.
Yeah. You're buying it.
You're getting it because you need it.
Yeah.
You need it.
Yeah. Or you want it.
I'm not forcing you to get
it. It's an exchange and a fair one.
It's an exchange. So let us work on what you have on the table.
Right.
Me, with my poetry, like I said, nikisema red card yangu, I am confident because I know the power, the process of writing, the process of rehearsing, the process of me being on that stage. Hiyo si stage yenye nitakuja, sitatumia mati hiyo siku. Kwa sababu kuna stage yenye nilienda nilitumia mati manze nilifika nikiwa na matope.
I hear you.
I want
It's
to invest
blood,
in an
sweat,
Uber
and tears.
or Bolt.
Yeah.
Nisieni location nianze kupotea.
Yeah, usichelewe.
Exactly. You know, so it's a whole investment when I'm coming to you.
I love that.
So let us start with building value, and it goes back to start. When you start, you learn. If it's about beads, me the way I started beads, I didn't know. Nakumbuka hata mtu wa kwanza nililisha bracelet ilikatika. Start with your community.
Yeah.
The people around you. Masako, there's something that you can do.
Yeah.
Be it kuuza mitumba, be it mayai, whatever.
Biscuits.
Whatever. And also even the people who are in school, there's something you can do.
Yeah.
Even that degree. Me, I said, learn my degree. Degree yangu ajeshi niletea shilingi hata moja. Hizi vitu zenye nafanya.
That's what brings
and
you
network
value.
with people.
Okay.
I believe that you can just become rich or wealthy because of meeting with one person.
Your
or
network is your net worth.
I believe in destiny connectors and also go back to God.
I love that.
Because for you to know your purpose, let's not work with just successful. Let's work with me. I don't want to be successful right now. I want to fulfill my purpose.
Brilliant.
And I believe my purpose is spreading love and positivity. And I'm living that.
Speaking of love and positivity, leave us with something beautiful because we have about 9 minutes left. Something poetic. Something nice.
Okay, so this is my just 1 to 10 challenge. It's my to-go piece. Na si useme number 1 to 10. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Nashangaa society inaelekea wapi? Zile enzi za kitambo zimeenda wapi? Ile time yenye society tungeishi kwa pamoja, kulima kwa pamoja, kutembea kwa pamoja, hizo enzi zimeenda wapi? Ile time yenye dem angependa sura yetu mbili kwa hali na mali, ile time yenye wananchi tungesafiri hadi coast tuifurahie bahari kwa mapeni tu matatu. Ona sahi kuamuka ni kudrive a 4-wheel car. Ona saizi ya 5 big animals wako matatani. Ona politician anadai ongezewe 6-figure salary. Semesahau ati wananchi waliamka saa 7 usiku wa manane kwenda kumpigia kura. Na maskini ameamka saa 9 kenda kwa tajiri ili aweze kulisha wanawake kenda. Ona sasa siku 10 zishapita na bado ana shilingi 10, inabidi ametembea maili 10 kuelekea nyumbani. Wataka kuniambia wakati mwambaji alisema tajiri atazidi kuwa tajiri na maskini azidi kuwa maskini, alikuwa na focus on future marada ni gani? Rada ni gani? Yeah. That's my to-go piece. Just 1 to 10 freestyle kind of thing.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
I love that.
Yeah, but that's just, you know, when you go, your intro thing, so they are deep poets. Because on stage we go even for 15 minutes. So
where can I
YouTube yangu?
I was... You're right there. That's exactly where we're heading.
So my YouTube, there are a lot of pieces there I have released and they're coming. Pia kuna unreleased zenye zinakam pia.
Right.
So Vivy Kabz, Vivy space Kabz. In fact, when you just search Vivy with a Y, especially on YouTube, we'll just say, you can decide to Google me as well.
Okay.
Go to Chrome, YouTube.
Just do it. Don't even decide.
Instagram,
just do it.
FB, anywhere. And also you can catch me every Saturday. Like I said, I do theater.
Yes.
But right now I have not been in the theater space as much. It's also a conversation that we need to have.
Okay.
Venye wasanii wanatritiwa huku nje.
Yeah. It's a heavy conversation.
It's a heavy conversation. Yeah. So you can, other than doing stage, then I am also doing TV. Right now I'm working with KBC. I air every Saturday, 6 p.m. Stringed. I thank them for that opportunity, by the way.
Yes.
I'm not working with the government.
Yes.
I'm working for the people of Kenya.
I love that.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes. So I air there every Saturday, 6 p.m. And also, venye nimesema YouTube yangu, I do live shows. Come on Monday, we were at Heron Hotel. We were talking about young women leadership.
Yes.
It was an amazing chance. Thank you, Spontaneous, by the way, for that opportunity. And vitu pia zinakam as well.
Yes.
When it comes to the bidwork spaces, tutakutana na nyinyi hizi spaces. I am in the creative space. I think hizi my spaces tulikuwa perform incubator, perform music incubator. Kina Kinoti wa performing there Zaituni.
Yeah.
Venye nimesema nimekuwa jana na kina Uchiko.
Okay.
Nimekuwa na kina Jeff. So you will see me in these spaces a lot.
I love that.
Yes.
So this has been such an inspiring conversation. A very creative one, lots of laughter, lots of unhinged things being said.
I know.
Maybe a couple of regrettable things.
And something also. Manze, nilifanya HR na sina mali. I am underutilized. So as a workforce out there.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Okay.
You have value and you are valuable. We say that labor is the most expensive factor of production.
Right.
So whichever space that you are in, we have a conversation about 9 to 5 entrepreneurship, whatever space that you are in, just do you and do kama yani jitole, give it
value.
your all, give it your all, and be valuable and also live a day as it comes. Also, HR is also a concept about work-life balance. When you look at it all, even goes to the religious and even the Oprah Winfrey show they're talking about, it's all in vain. It goes back to the root base. Stop usifanye kazi kila siku sana. Balance. Give time to yourself, to your loved ones. Connect. Enda ushago. Go watch the sunset, watch the sunrise, be happy, don't
climb up a tree.
Yes and whatever that you need to do. Kama ulikuwa mimi kama sasa sijui kuendesha baiskeli lakini nitajifunza kwa sababu ndio tunafaa tujifunze. I didn't know how to swim, nilijua kuswim kwa Indian Ocean.
I love that.
Yeah, so I wanted to conquer bus phobia. Me I had a phobia for buses. Nilitumia tahmidi na songa na usiku. So me I'm still learning. Sasa hizi nitajaribu. I'm still, so balance, live life. By the way, we will all die, but will you live? Unaweza kuwa unaishi lakini you're not alive.
Don't be a dead man walking.
Exactly. Live life and give life a chance and connect to your creator. Be grateful for the smallest thing that you have. Grateful. Wanasema art is a prayer. Art is a prayer. And if you live with nothing but thanks, unasemanga tu hata uombagi God, unamwambia tu asante. That's enough.
Yeah.
That's enough.
That is enough. So in Vivy Kabz words, and in the spirit of gratitude, thank you so much. I don't want to add anything to that. That was a piece of art. This conversation has been
and give love a chance, by the way.
Yeah.
Do you believe in true love?
I do. We'll talk about that next time.
Inshallah.
Our people will be held hostage because mapenzi jameni metuonesha everything.
No, hey, true love starts with yourself. May believe in true love with loving yourself first. Love yourself first. Whatever thing that you're doing, love it. Nilisikia, when you love what you're doing, it doesn't feel like job. Kuna mtu anaweza angalia ni job lakini mimi siko job.
Right.
Good conversation.
Because there's passion.
And tumekuwa na good time. When you love what you're doing, it's just a time well spent.
And as Sheversationalists, that has been our conversation for today.
Thank you so much.
Yes, personally, I'm going to see you guys on Wednesday. And we should be seeing Vivy another time. Pia, you should have a conversation with Center Stage, our host, Martin Kigondu. He's our theater expert.
Oh, yes. He had a alikuwa anafanya nini pale Kid Fest. Alikuwa na session and I attended his masterclass. Dopest.
You guys should have a conversation
and
for
then
sure.
You TikTok yangu niko na evidence.
Guys, that has been Vivy Kabz, and we are gonna see you around kwa mtandao. You're bound to bump into us. Have a lovely afternoon. Bye-bye.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Unaona habari, unaona hao wamepicheza.
Roundy, utajua haujui. Hatuweki mafala, pesa nitakula na sitaleta kurahi. Wakifunga nyumba ulikuwa runda we. Hatuweki mafala, haujali about me. Nasikia una benki Maldives, kije nyumba kina cheki palm trees. Ikinuka utaruka kambi. Sina karo, sina food, sina kodi. Nina BBI, kuna COVID. Miss me na stories za BBI. Wanasema tunavuta bangi, lakini cheki zinashika nani. Wananchi wanawika haki, ukutenda zikipita kati. Sitakuvotia we, ukabila ndiyo policy. Kama bia ndiyo policy, kakamia ndiyo policy. Sitakuvotia we, ukabila ndiyo policy. Kama bia ndiyo policy, kakamia ndiyo policy. Mafala, so pesa nitakula, sitaleta kura. Nikishindo na rent, ulikuwa Karen, hatuweki mafala. Hawajali about you. Nasikia wana mali off shows, mandege na mameli law news. Wakidedi watasare others, magazeti walihonga of course. Kwenye tali nikiteri ma, someone tell me where we headed ma. Wanasema tunavuta bangi, lakini cheki zinashika nani. Wananchi wanawika haki, ukutenda zikipita kati. Sitakuvotia we, ukabila ndiyo policy. Kama bia ndiyo policy, kakamia ndiyo policy. Sitakuvotia we, ukabila ndiyo policy. Kama bia ndiyo policy, kakamia ndiyo policy. Mafala, roundy, utajua najua haujui. Nitajaribu kile mindaweza, ndio nikuone ukitabasamu. Niko na wivu kwa wale wenye pesa, maisha yao lazima iwe tamu. Na akisisi tunanyeshewa na inanisumbua, sipendi kuona ukitembea kwa baridi na mvua. Ndo maana ndajaribu kile mindaweza, oh, oh. Hizi mashida situzisahau. Juu vile nilikupenda hapo mwanzoni, mpaka saizi ni zaidi. Mashida ni kawaida, haziezi tuzika, hazitatushinda. Ndio maana mpenzi sibagui, nitakupenda kwa mabaya na kwa mazuri. Ukweli mpenzi sibagui, nitakupenda kwa mabaya na kwa mazuri. Kujitambua ndio ilifanya nikakuchagua, na nikoshua shida zikija ndazitatua mama. Woyo, woyo, ukitaka maziwa ama halua ndazinunua, na kuletea kasi na fea, nitatembea maora. Kila kitu ndio upate, hata kama ni machache, ni lazima nijikaze. Juu vile nilikupenda hapo mwanzoni, mpaka saizi ni zaidi. Mashida ni kawaida, haziezi tuzika, haziezi tushinda. Ndio maana mpenzi sibagui, nitakupenda kwa mabaya na kwa mazuri. Ukweli mpenzi sibagui, nitakupenda kwa mabaya na kwa mazuri. Nasema mpenzi sibagui, no, nitakupenda kwa mabaya na kwa mazuri. Oh no, no, mpenzi sichagui, nitakupenda kwa mabaya na kwa mazuri. Ndajaribu kile mimi